What's up, Pisces? Jesse with 44 Astro with a general tarot reading for the full moon coming up on October 28th. This will be a full moon in Taurus at 5 degrees Taurus. It will be at 4:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For the sign of Pisces Ascendant, it'll be in your third or second house. So you may be thinking and feeling differently about the way you communicate or about your siblings in some way. Second house is the house of your possessions, your material possessions. You may be trying to think of a new way to make money, or looking at your material possessions in a different way, or the way you feel about them. It will be in the third mansion of the moon called Altharaya. I'll put a picture of it up. You can read about it. It's not particularly good for new relationships, but it is good for making money. I just got back from Seattle a little bit ago. I had to go teach a class. That's why I haven't made a video in a while. I went up there, got an 8-hour delay on my flight, then caught COVID while I was up there after I taught my class. And I've been recovering ever since. So I do apologize for not having a video out in a while. But I'm back, and I'm almost better. I still can't really smell or taste. At least not completely anyway. But I can still do a tarot reading or two. This is on the bottom. Looks like you're asking about a toxic relationship here. Something that you can't see. Let's see what the overall Moonology card is. Could just be an addiction too, like drinking, drugs, anything like that. If you're into that kind of thing. I'm personally not, but that's just me. There was a good portion of my life where I did take drugs and drink, but that was back when I was very depressed and going through some things. This is the card that wants to come. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Okay, Pisces, let me see here. Now, show the world the real you. You feel like you're chained to something. The question is something you're like a relationship that you're chained to, or an addiction or a habit in some way. Yeah, the wheels of fate are turning. You're asking, am I going to be stuck in this situation, or am I stuck in this relationship? I don't see a way out. You feel like you're chained to something, and you're asking about it. You're asking how to get out of it. That's what it looks like to me, anyway. The current path some of you are on. Some of you will be on this other path. Some of you have a choice. Some of you will be on both. Current path, you got the King of Swords. You got the Seven of Swords. You got the High Priestess. Yeah, you're wanting clarity in a situation. Could be with an air sign. You feel like somebody's keeping secrets from you. You feel like they're taking something from you, or they're keeping secrets from you. Or you could be doing it to yourself. That could be your own mind. With you taking them swords, it could be your own mind sabotaging yourself. Right? It could be like I said, with the way this is set up, it looks like secrets. But it's saying show the world the real you. Maybe you're holding back. Maybe you're not showing the world the real you. Right? Maybe you need to step forward. Maybe you need to step forward in a relationship. This is the other path that some may be on. It's not being able to choose. You got two twos here with death or transformation. You're making a choice whether you want to stay with where you've already established, whether that be in a relationship, where you live, your job, or whatever, or whether you want to burn it to the ground and start anew. And you're trying to decide. But I think, you have to find that authentic self. That's what showing the world the real you is all about. Authenticity. Authenticity is what we're all looking for. Self. That's what we're all searching for. We all hide behind personas and these ideas of who we're supposed to be, how we present ourselves to the world to get a specific result, not realizing that you're also hiding something. That's what that is. And either over-identifying or being completely unconscious of the fact that you're living a life like that. And you're not bringing the real self forward. You're not cutting through all of it. And that can be tough to do, That's what psychology, that's what depth psychology is all about. Especially with Jungian psychology, which is what I swear by. It's understanding those unconscious triggers and making them conscious and acknowledging them so that you can find the self. Busting through the persona on one side and acknowledging the shadow on the other and finding yourself somewhere in the middle. And then balancing out, even the polarities within yourself, masculine, feminine, whatever they may be. Advice. It's saying, you get the Four of Pentacles, which is like holding on to what you got, staying steady. It's saying buckle down, stay steady, keep working hard. This looks like understanding the give and take in a situation, with the Six of Cups. Could be you, right? You're not understanding the give and take in the relationship, or you're not feeling that it's balanced out in some way because your back was turned to this. So it definitely could be that this is you, or there's a water sign that you're involved with, and you feel like that the give and take isn't there. Or even in your own life, you're not feeling the give and take, or you're not living maybe you're not giving to yourself as much as you need to, kind of thing. Taking better care of yourself. Now this is the outcome. And this is Monet. Yo. This is my little new kitten I saved. How you doing, Monet? Yeah. This is the outcome. Yeah, well, you have your wish. You're looking down at the seeds that you planted, and a message coming in. Some kind of seed you planted is going to bring you a message, and you're going to get what you want. But you need to show the world the real you first. And that's not always easy to do, because most of us, we live a persona-driven existence. We don't even really know who we are, because there's so much that's unconscious and repressed within us that we don't really know self. And it's very difficult. It's easy to lose yourself. But it looks like that if you do show the world the real you, you're going to show them the real you. Like, look at the real me. It's going to help you accomplish your wish. Yeah, right here, it's like, you have the star here on this relationship. It's like you want healing in whatever this situation is, whether it's a relationship or whether it's like a personal habit or a situation that you're in. You feel disappointed, but you want healing. Your wish is for healing, right? It looks like it's with a water sign, but again, Princess of Cups could be you, being a Pisces. So you may really be like looking for healing in a situation, whatever that is, whether it's a relationship or whether it's like a job or just whatever it is that you're feeling stuck in. Or maybe you're just depressed and you're not really taking care of yourself maybe like you should, or thinking about yourself in the way that you should. I mean, it's okay to feel bad. I mean, you need to acknowledge those things. You don't want to repress or leave anything unconscious, unfelt, unthought about, because then it becomes an issue later. It'll burst out from your unconscious in unexpected ways. And you'll, do what Freud called repetition compulsion. You'll try to relive the trauma because you didn't feel it the first time. So situations will just occur in your life and it feels like bad things are just constantly happening. But what's happening is your unconscious, which is what programs everything, feels like that you didn't feel or learn a lesson the right way, or you didn't feel or acknowledge something, and it pops out from the unconscious. Freud called it repetition compulsion. He believed that all individuals that went through extreme traumatic events would try to relive them. They would seek out trauma. But realistically, it's just unconsciously they're trying to relive it so that they can feel it and learn it. Like, I've seen statistics say 75% of people that have been through extreme trauma or abuse will be abused again. That's an astounding number. It's because they weren't able to actually feel what happened, because they probably dissociated from it because it was bad, really bad. And they didn't want to acknowledge it and feel it in the right way or think about it because it's painful. And so it was repressed. And so it tried to create situations in their own life, or they did unconsciously, to try to live it again so that they could feel it and learn it this time. It's insane, but it comes from the unconscious. And it's an insane number. They know it's at least 50%. And I've seen statistics as high as 75. People will try to relive trauma. It's because if you don't make it the unconscious conscious, it's going to rule your life and you will call it fate. But really, it's just your internal world trying to help you heal, even though it's brutal. It can be very brutal, especially if we ignore it for too long. This is over on the current path. You have patience or balance, with cruelty. There's some kind of message in some way. Somebody communicated that you felt it was cruel in some way. Yeah. Like somebody's like behind your back communicating cruelly, or you feel like they were communicating cruelly, or you're doing it to yourself with negative self-talk. That can be really bad. And you see all these negative things coming around you, but you're thinking, oh, it's just random, all poor me. But really, it's just you're trying to, your individual self is crying from the unconscious, trying to be acknowledge a certain thing so that you can feel it and acknowledge it. And it's really just trying to heal you, but it just feels like everything is going wrong. But really, unconsciously, you're in that wave state, and you're trying to relive the consciousness, Is reality a particle or a wave? When it's left alone with no conscious observer, it's a wave. And when are we in a wave? When we're sleeping or unconscious, alpha waves, theta waves. And that's what programs reality. And when there's stuff that's left unconscious, it's not being acknowledged, it'll pop out into your conscious world from the unconscious, trying to relive itself so that it can be acknowledged and felt. And that's probably, what's going on. You need to show the world the real you, discover the self. Monet, yeah, come here, baby. Oh my goodness, you little trouble. On the other path, you got another 2. So it's like, you need to make a choice. Probably make a choice to change. But you got the moon here as well. So like some kind of secrets. You feel like there's something, either you're hiding something from yourself, like in the unconscious, or you feel like there's somebody hiding secrets from you and it's interfering in some way. And you're not willing to make, and because you don't feel like you know everything, you're not willing to make the decision to like transform, where the death card is there. But it's saying you need to change, even if just subtly. Show the world the real you. Like, sometimes Pisces is all about sacrifice, right? And a lot of times because Pisces is about sacrifice, people will walk on them. Because Pisces is like, hey, I'll give everything for you to make you happy. Whilst forgetting themselves. Which is never good. It's a very sweet thing, but it can be really bad for the individual that's sacrificing. And when you're sacrificing, you're not being your authentic and true self, because you're not giving yourself the just due that you deserve. I'm saying, it looks like it has something to do with the Queen of Cups or a water sign. Or unless the water sign is just you. Saying buckle down, go within. Yeah, be like the emperor. You got to put your foot down, kind of thing. Be strong. Go inside. Meditate. Work through it. Discover what needs to be discovered within yourself. And then it'll help you be more confident. And you can move forward. You can move forward in a new way. If it's a job, you can move forward in a new... Right there, prudence. Card wanted to stop right there. On the outcome. Yeah, you're going through the trial right now. The trial of the Aeon. Which is final judgment. But it's the trial of the Aeon in this deck. So it's kind of like the trials you have to go through at the end of something to get to this new transformation. But you have to be prudent. You have to keep working. This looks like it's just working on self. You know what I'm saying? Focus on those things that have been repressed, whatever they are. Only you'll know what they are, so that you can find the real you. If you're being mistreated by an individual, you're gonna have to step up and start demanding respect. Or if you're just being negative to yourself, you're gonna have to acknowledge why, figure it out, feel it, acknowledge it, and then come forward as a true, authentic version of yourself. Anyway, Pisces, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. That's all I have for you. Sorry, it's been a while since I made a videos. Like I said, I got sick with COVID, had to travel, teach a class in Seattle. But I am back, and I hopefully can make more content. Anyway, Pisces, hope to see you here again. Happy full moon.